do a review and recipe. I'm going to do a review of the Daiya Deliciously Dairy-Free Strawberry Cream Cheese Style Spread. I got this on sale, I think at the Big Carrot, and I have not opened it. I actually got it months ago, and it's lactose-free, casein-free, soy-free, zero cholesterol. I'll tell you the ingredients. It has filtered water, coconut oil, tapioca starch, non-GMO expeller pressed canola oil, and or safflower oil, evaporated cane sugar, strawberries, potato starch, pea protein, isolate, sea salt, vegetable, glycerin, xanthan gum, lactic acid from, it's vegan for flavor, natural vegan flavors, titanium dioxide, and fruit and or vegetable juice for color, vanilla extract, and vegan enzyme. And for every tablespoon of the cream cheese, you've got 45 calories, 3 grams of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat from the coconut, 0 cholesterol, 80 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of carbohydrates, 0 fiber, 1 gram of sugar, 0.3 grams of protein, and no vitamin A, no vitamin C, no calcium, no iron. Okay, I'm going to open this and see how this is because I had it for a while, but I never opened it. So I'm hoping that even though I've had this for like 4 months, it's still going to be good because it's in this sealed pack, never opened. Now, I just, on another note, I just made some powdered sugar, really easy. I put it in my blend tech. I put a cup of sugar, and I put a tablespoon of cornstarch. The cornstarch is to help it from caking if you're going to keep your powdered sugar around, like in a container. So let me open this and give this a taste. Let me smell it first. Okay, still smells good. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of the Daiya cream cheese on its own, like the regular cream cheese, but I picked this up because I got it for $1.99. Who can beat that? So let me just taste. I almost want to say, I think I like this better than their plain one. I almost feel as though I can sort of, I don't want to say taste a starchiness to it. Not really. It tastes okay. Like, I think if you like strawberry cream cheese and you want something like this on your toast or your pancakes, whatever, it's good. And I think it's going to be probably really awesome in this strawberry frosting recipe I'm about to try for some cupcakes I just whipped up right here. So I'm going to get started with that. I'm not going to make the full amount of the recipe. I think it calls for like 4 cups of sugar. Since I've just done cupcakes here, I'll probably try like half of it. But if it's good and I make this again, I'll use the other half to make the rest of the recipe. Alright guys, I will be back in a moment. Alright, I'll tell you what the recipe calls for the Daiya strawberry cream cheese frosting. And it is on their website. Or if it's not easy to find, look it up under a search. By the way, as I tasted this again, I really like it. My daughter said it reminds her of like strawberry jello. So it calls for, if you want to make the full recipe, an 8-ounce container of the strawberry cream cheese style spread, 4 cups of powdered sugar, half a cup of dairy-free butter softened, 1 teaspoon of vanilla or vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. I have some pure vanilla extract here, and 1 or 2 tablespoons of dairy-free milk. So I have a 1/4 cup because I'm using half, and so I'm going to just take half of this and I'm going to get started. So essentially, since this is the kind of package it is, I'm just going to eyeball this down the middle. Okay, and take half and add it into there. Like I said, if I feel I want more, I will add more. Okay, so that's half. Maybe I could put a tiny bit more. There we go, so that's half. And I've just put my powdered sugar into an old silk container, yogurt container. So I'm going to put like 2 cups. Again, I'm making half, so I'm just going to try to measure this out carefully. Let's put approximately 2 cups. So this is a half cup measurement here. So we're at 1 cup of my beautiful homemade powdered sugar. 1.5. And that's just about 2. So I have a little bit left, and now because of the cornstarch in there, it should not cake. It has happened before where when I made some and there was a little left over, it caked, and so now I understand why you need cornstarch. And you can use regular organic cane sugar. It powders up and becomes white nonetheless. Of course, it's not going to matter for this recipe. Alright, so it says about a tablespoon of non-dairy milk. I'm using, sorry guys, I know this is, I'm using this So Nice Original Soy. And I also will need a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of, I'm just putting that in there. I'm going to need half a teaspoon of the vanilla. I mean, it says you can use a teaspoon for the full mixture. I guess if you want more vanilla flavor, you can still put the full teaspoon. But I'll just go with what the recipe's calling for. Okay, so there we go. Half a teaspoon. Now I'm just going to plug in my mixer. I do not have a stand mixer. If you have one, awesome. I just have this. So I'm just going to start, maybe I'm going to try mixing it up a little bit. I hate when all that powder suddenly just goes flying. So let me do this and see if it helps. It might not. There might be powder flying up everywhere. Alright, I'm going to looking good. That's not too hard at all. If I had like a strawberry-ish color, I would add that because this is not very dark. But it tastes good. Okay. I don't think I have any strawberry color. You could use a little bit of beet. Beet, like blend up some beets if you wanted to get that color in there, guys. I'll be back. I'll see what I have. I might have nothing, so I'll probably just use it as it is. Alright, I don't think I have any beets. I'll take a better look. But I did add a little bit, like another tablespoon of the cream cheese. Just to, since it's a little on the runnier side, I mean it's not too runny, but I'll probably put this in the fridge before I try to pipe it onto the cupcakes. So guys, I'll be back, and if in the meantime I find a beet, I might add some color to that. I keep tasting this because it's really good. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I did. So I had some strawberries here. I just took like one strawberry and kind of squeezed it, added that to the mix to change the color only slightly. This is what the icing looks like. So it's not bad, but it's still a little bit on the wet side, maybe because, you know, I added the extra from the strawberry. I put 1 more cup of the sugar, and I ended up putting the entire cream cheese pack because, as my daughter said, she wouldn't have any other reason to eat it otherwise, and neither would I. So what I did, as I went out and I got some shortening. And it's probably like the second time in my life I'm ever buying any shortening. But when I tried it before with my the other icing, it does help to firm it up more. So what I'm going to do is basically, I think I'm going to take out some of this, not all of this, and maybe make a smaller batch of icing with the shortening. Now this, so this is I'm going to call this this is half a cup. It's probably just slightly over. Maybe I'll put a full cup. I probably will. This would probably make an awesome glaze. So like if you were going to make donuts or like those little, what we call Timbits, like the little donut holes, I think this would make a really good glaze for that. Let's see. So we're just at about 1 cup now. So I've got 1 cup of the icing mixture. And you see what I mean? I mean, you could add another cup of sugar. I just don't feel like it. So instead I'm adding some shortening. Okay, my fingers are a bit dirty there, but all right. So I'm saving the rest of that for afterwards. I think I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup of shortening in here, and on the pack you've got a little measuring thing. So I'm just gonna measure out what would be a 1/4 cup, and if I need to put half, I will. So I'm gonna get that started. I'm gonna mix it all together and see if that changes the texture. I just wanna have that beautiful, foamy, fluffy icing on these cupcakes. Even, it's not for any special occasion, but just for me. All right, I have my 1/4 cup square cut and put into this bowl. So I hope this is enough. Oops. And definitely the texture is already different. See, like that's that thicker, let's see. Okay. It's got that light, fluffiness to it. It really does. You see the thickness? Okay, so that's good. So for the 1 cup, a 1/4 cup of the shortening seems to be doing the trick. You can add more if you want, but that's what I'm doing. I'm going to save the rest of the icing for later. I think I've got enough for my cupcakes. If I don't, I'll do the rest. But let me actually pipe up one of these things for you and we'll see how it looks. Now, I think I uploaded my video about how to make your own piping bag. Take a look for that and I will verify if it's uploaded or not. So, you know, if you don't want to spend a ton of money on a piping bag concoction, you can just make one quickly and easily at home. So I'm just taking some of the icing and putting into my makeshift piping bag. I feel like and I'm sort of squeezing down and turning, and in any case I'm just going to the shortening really makes a difference, and if you're like concerned about making perfect cupcakes, I'm sure you probably already use shortening for your icing. And you probably use something other than this little makeshift piping bag. But here you go. So that's what this looks like. It's definitely good with the shortening. What I was going to say is I think I have about 2 cups of my mixture here. So what you want to do, I think that's about another cup, maybe another cup and a bit. You could put another 1/2 cup to a 1/3 cup. So maybe like a 1/2 and a 1/3 of a cup to this if you make this exactly and end up with like what I had, to add shortening to that to make it thicker. Am I making sense? Add, if you want to make the entire batch, add like 1/2 a cup plus maybe another little bit to get enough shortening for the full mixture. If you want to do it as I did it, you can put 1/2 cup, sorry, a 1/4 cup plus I think a 1/3 should probably do it for this mixture. So guys, that is it. This is your recipe, and here are the cupcakes, and I want to eat one, but they look so good. I think I'm going to just wait until I have my dinner. I'm going to do the rest of these, and thanks so much for watching, and that's all for now. Any questions, hit me up, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, I am back just to show you my creations. Don't they look lovely? So I just tried different things with the piping, so that one's pretty basic, but look, I made some kind of like flowers. This is all with your DIY piping bag. And these here. So I haven't had one yet. I'm going to have one. But I want to say, some of you know that I was planning on, well, I have been working on a cookbook, and the perfect title that I had in mind for months and months has been taken. Like a few weeks ago, I opened up an email, I think from Veg News, and they said that, I think the author's name is Robin something, that she has a new cookbook coming out, and it's called Veganize It. Like all these years, there's never been a title, Veganize It, and I've been planning to use that for months. I just haven't gotten farther ahead in my book to complete it, to be able to use it yet. So I'm really devastated. I'm kind of thinking I still want to keep some of that title. Maybe I will use like Simply Veganize It or Easy Ways to Veganize It. A friend of mine suggested Vegalicious. So do you have any ideas for my vegan cookbook? It's just going to be basically how to veganize some of your favorite items, as I've been doing on my channel for a couple of years. Okay, well, it's now time. I think I'm going to try the one in the middle. My daughter, I think, has spoken for this one. So I'm going to take this one that I put the strawberry on. And this is one of my recipes for these cupcakes. I'm just going to taste this so you guys can see what it's like. Or see what I tell you it's like. Alright. Held up well. It's beautiful. And holy crap, this is a delicious cupcake. Okay, guys. I'm trying to minimize the chewing sounds. That's all for now. Look at this cupcake. Soft, beautiful. The icing is amazing. And I might try my own version of a strawberry cream cheese icing using tofutti and some different flavors, probably real strawberry puree. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please give me an idea for a book title for my vegan cookbook. Thanks for watching.